Good evening, world, or afternoon. Not evening, it's 4:41. Hope you guys enjoyed my two videos I made yesterday. I showed my face last time this year, and then next year, stay tuned, I'll make another video. I'll make a video about Sky Source and all that stuff. And, yeah. Yeah, today at work, my boss yelled at me twice. He yelled at me. He was yelling at me, obviously. I made like two errors. I accidentally put like when the order came in and I was stocking all the boxes in the fridge. I accidentally put the other stuff in the fridge in the deep freezer. The deep freezer, right? Yeah, deep freezer or deep freezer, right? And he came inside and he started yelling at me, man. He threatened me my job again. He always threatens me my job. He's crazy, man. When I make mental errors, he threatens me the jobs. When other people make mental errors, he doesn't threaten the job. It's okay. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Obviously. Yeah. I hope I don't get fired from this job. I'm scared if I make one more mental error, he might fire me. He's crazy, obviously. Obviously, yeah. What if he fires you, Ivan? I'll look for another job. Obviously, if I get fired. As long as you work hard for him, he won't fire you. He knows I work hard. I just make mental errors sometimes. I'm not the only one who makes mistakes. Everyone at work who works over 40 makes mistakes. It's not just me. Everyone at work makes mistakes, obviously, and he always picks on me. He's crazy, obviously. Yeah. He doesn't want me dating the redhead too, obviously, right? He'd be jealous about that. That's why he treats me like shit, obviously. Ivan's a handsome man. You know what I'm saying? The redhead's interested in him, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying the redhead's not really interested in him, obviously. Well, he's married, obviously. He's a pretty looking guy, but he's not me, obviously, right? He's above average looking guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't hang me, I'm saying, then what? That's why he treats me like shit, obviously. He also doesn't want me dating the redhead, obviously. No one at Coco 40 wants me dating the redhead. They don't want it to happen, obviously. That's why I'm not stupid. I have to keep it secret. I'm not stupid, man. Obviously. I talked to her a little bit today, but I want to keep my distance because I don't want to flirt with her a lot and get comfortable around her. Whereby I ask her if she wants to hang out with me again, and she says no, and she crushes me 2 times. The best thing to do, Ivan, is just eat healthy food and lose this weight. Grow your dreads, get your teeth clean, save up money, get your motorbike, and you'll get her attention guaranteed. And if she rejects you, then she's too bad of a chick. Move on and just go for another chick in Elmer. There you go. See other women in Elmer, man. It's on the end of the world, man. It's not the chick you can go for. Yeah. Sarah. That's my point. Yeah, the reason why I worked only 3 shifts this week is because there's another dishwasher, a third dishwasher who used to work here. He broke his leg and he was out for 5 months, and now he's back working. Hence why he cut my hours. So if he ends up cutting my hours, I only work 3 shifts a week. I have to look for another job. I'm gonna have to do another job. Obviously, the pizza's hiring right next to what the pizza's actually hiring. They're looking for line cooks, and they're looking for cashiers at the pizza. But I mean, I might apply there, but I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Ivan doesn't do shit. The redhead's like, Ivan doesn't do shit. I'm saying he's not doing shit. Look, man, I've been taking walks, 1 hour walk, like 55 to 1 hour walks, like all week, man. I went yesterday. I went the day before. The day before that, I took it off. The day before that, I think I took it off. And I think I went today. I went a good like 4 or 5 times this week. I walked a good 4 or 5 times this week. I think I took 2 or 3 days off. 4 to 5 days a week I walked. Like 1 hour walks, man, around the block. Every nighttime. I go at like 10:45, and I'm done at like 11:45. Like a 1 hour like nonstop walk. Do you walk far distance? No. I walk near my neighborhood, but I do laps. I do like 4 laps around like the Rive-Alger area. There's a road that goes in a circle up like Du Vallon and then back to Rive-Alger. I do like 4 long laps, and then 4 laps is like about like a 55 1 hour walk. It's good exercise, and I listen to music and I have a smoke, and that's what I do. Obviously. Did you lose any weight, Ivan? Yes, I have lost weight. I'm not going to tell you how much weight I lost, but I lost some weight, guys. It's working. I also have my weight loss gummies, pills that I have. I always take it after I eat, and I cut down in my calorie intake. But to satisfy myself, every Thursday I do a cheat day. But I cut down on my calorie intake, obviously. The day at work, I had sausage and eggs and fruit, and a little bit of potatoes. But I didn't ask for potatoes. The guy keeps putting potatoes in my food. Tomorrow I'm going to tell him, look, man, just make me the sausage and the eggs. I don't want any potatoes with my food because that's carbs. I only had one meal so far. I had 2 sausages when I came home. And tonight I think I'm eating like beef with salad. I have maybe a plate and a half. That's good enough for me. And I stay away from the junk food all week, except for Thursdays, obviously. This Thursday I think I'm going to make taco. Because I'm tired of pizza, right? I keep ordering pizza. I had Donair last week. I had pizza. I'm tired of that. I want to make a taco for myself. Taco. Homemade taco. I'll make it myself. Go to the store, buy ground beef, buy shredded cheese, buy salsa, buy tortilla wraps, small tortilla wraps, buy, yeah. Yeah. I want to have tacos. Or McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in a while. I might get McDonald's is annoying though, man. I wish they had Burger King or Wendy's in Elmer. They don't have shit here. That's the one thing I don't like about Elmer. It's such a small town. They don't have much stuff here. The only good thing Elmer has is like the pizza places. Elmer has a shitload of pizza places. Like they have Pizza, Bob's Pizza, The Difference. They have Gabriel's. They have Heritage. They have Jimmy's Pizza. They have McEwen's. They have Riverview. They have like a shitload of pizza places. Whereas pizza places in Elmer are really good. A lot of pizza places, a lot of options. Whereas the other stuff, they don't have, like the hamburgers, all they have is McDonald's. Pretty much. Obviously. And in Gabriel's, they have hamburgers there too, but their hamburgers are okay. They're not that good. Elmer Barbecue has okay hamburgers. Dinty's has okay, not bad hamburgers. Snack Shack has really good burgers. Snack Shack is the only place that actually has really good hamburgers. Their hamburgers are really good, but the diner, right? It's really good, but yeah. I might get Snack Shack maybe. Snack Shack, or I might make homemade taco at home. Have some taco at home, yeah. Obviously. Like you guys care, right? Yeah. Ugh. I'm so tired. Oh my god. How long this will be? I don't know, a 50-minute, 1 hour video, and I'm done. Enjoy the show with you guys. Have my beer and then a around 8 o'clock, I'm gonna go get cash in my cans and get another pack of smokes because I don't want to touch any more of my money, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be very disciplined with my savings now. I can blow sometimes I can blow maybe 25, $50 of it, but don't blow any more than like $50 of your savings. Some Sarah, you can touch a little bit of it, maybe $25, but don't blow it. Like I've been doing the past like 6 months. I should have like 2,500 saved by now. I've been stupid with my money. You want to get that bike off, and you got to save your money. But I also need the shifts. If the boss keeps giving me 3 days a week, I have to get another job, another part-time job. I might apply to the pizza next door. They're hiring. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. The Coca Rudy boss treats you like shit. Yeah, he does, man. Like today, the way he was yelling at me. Like sometimes when he yells at me, I'm tempted to just quit, man. I don't want to work here anymore. This guy's too fucking mean. Yeah. He's pretty nice to me. Obviously, he's a pretty nice guy to me. But sometimes he's mean and rude. I'm like, why do you have to be so mean and rude? And why do you keep threatening my job? Like, what did I do to you, man? Like, you're threatening my job because I make mental errors. Everyone makes mental errors. It's not just me. You keep picking on me, man. Like, what did I do to you? Yeah, man. I've never met a boss as mean as him. The guy is mean, bro. He's mean, man. He's disrespectful and mean. Ivan, are you okay in the head? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's mean to me sometimes. He's pretty nice to me when he's nice, and he has a different, he has like mood swings. One day he's nice, and the next second he starts yelling at me when I make mental errors or something like that. He starts yelling at me and he gives me crap. The other employees, he doesn't treat them like that. He only treats me like that. I'm like, what did I do to you? Yeah. So, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. When are you gonna buy your clothes, Ivan? I'll buy my clothes once I lose the weight. I don't want to buy clothes now because I'm still fat, and I don't want to lose the weight. And my clothes are too big for me now because I lost so much weight. And once I start, like, I'm gonna because Walmart has cheap clothes. You can get like $10, $20 shirts, like $10 t-shirts, $25 V-necks, $30 pants. They have cheap clothes there. That's where I'm gonna do my clothes shopping for when I'm poor, obviously. And once I have money and I'm with VG, I'll get the high end clothes at the mall and all that stuff. Because the mall has all the high end clothes. So they're very expensive. The clothes in the mall though, they're very very expensive. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for you guys to read my book. Look at a masterpiece that I wrote. The Last Hope for Zanus. It's a beautiful name. Oh yeah, the last. Why is it called Last Hope for Zanus? You'll see what I mean when you read the book. I don't want to spoil the story for you. Obviously. The Last Hope for Zanus. It's a good name. I can't think of a better title now for my book, my series. The Last Hope for Zanus. That's what it's called. Do you have a name for each volume? No, I don't. I can't think of a good name because I see it as one story. I just say Last Hope for Zanus Volume 1, Last of Us Aliens, The Last of Us Aliens Volume 2, The Last of Us Aliens Volume 3. What's the best volume, Ivan? It's 3. For me, I like 3 the best, but you can argue that the second one's better if you want. It just depends on your taste, what you like about a book. If you're more into drama, politics, and that kind of stuff, you'll like Volume 2 better. If you're more into the big climaxes, the action sequences, war, then you'll like Volume 3 better. It just depends on your taste, obviously. I think it'll be a back and forth between Volume 2 and Volume 3 for the fans. Most people will say Volume 1's the worst, but Volume 1 is really good too. But the reason why I think it's the worst is because Volume 1 is like the introduction with the prologue, young Tactius, and Tactius' life behind the walls of Xenos. Then halfway through Volume 1, I don't want to spoil the story for you, he leaves the walls, and that's when the story really takes off. So it's similar to Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? Lord of the Rings, you have a pretty dark theme in the prologue, obviously, with Tactius first, and you have everything is light in young Tactius, and like halfway through Volume 1, and then once Tactius leaves the walls, that's when it gets dark, like Lord of the Rings, right? Everything's light about the Shire and everything, and as soon as Gandalf tells Frodo about the ring, everything, you get this dark theme with the ring race. Yeah, it's similar to that to Xenos. There's some similarities to that, like Xenos, obviously. Some Sarah? Yeah, I wrote an amazing book, man. It took me 8 years to write it. Never again am I writing it. I started brainstorming in 2011, but I wrote the first chapter, I think 2013. Obviously. So I remember brainstorming in 2011. Obviously, one day I'm like, I actually wrote a previous book. I wrote like 4 chapters of a previous book. It was an Islamic book. I was gonna call it Apostasy. It's about a Muslim man who escapes with his mother and younger sister, and he has a younger brother, and his father is a powerful imam, right? And Sam Shmuel would like this story, obviously, but I tapped out of it. I'm like, I wasn't feeling it, obviously. Well, Ivan, because my younger brother told me, he said, Ivan, you shouldn't write an Islamic book about a guy who. Pretty much, my story was about. There's this guy. The main character is this guy, obviously. He has a family, obviously. They live in Egypt, I think. Yeah, they live in Egypt, obviously. And his father is a very powerful imam, and he was training the main character and his younger brother to be the next imam. Obviously, he knew the Quran inside and out. His younger brother knew the Quran inside and out, and throughout his life, he noticed how his father was treating his mother and his younger sister like shit. They would beat them, and eventually he becomes a Christian, and he escapes with his mother and his younger sister, but his younger brother is obviously siding with his cruel father, because he follows the Quran, obviously. Don't hate Muslims, and yeah. America said, brothers, Ivan, you shouldn't write this book, man. You're gonna piss off some Muslims. And I'm like, okay, fine, I won't write it. Yeah, it's very offensive to Muslims, Ivan, because the Quran, when you read the Quran, it says you can beat your wife and all that stuff. It's there in the Quran. Don't hate me, Muslims, and yeah. Hence why I tapped out. I wrote like 30,000 words of that book. It was pretty good. It's not Zaynus, but it was pretty good. And that's how I practice my writing. Some Sarah. So I actually wrote a previous book before Zaynus. I wrote like 4 chapters of the Islamic book. I ended up deleting it. It wasn't working for me. And my youngest brother told me, Ivan, don't publish this book. This book is like offensive to Muslims. I'm like, yeah, I won't. And then one day, I don't know how it happened. I just have this idea. I want to make a fantasy book. I want to write a fantasy book. This is before I didn't know I had the keys, or the doors were locked on me. Right? God protect me. Yeah. I remember one day, late 2011, I just spent like 2 hours on the computer. I started brainstorming about like the wolves. They're called master wolves, and I'm like, okay, you have something called the North and the South. It wasn't exactly how I have it now in my book, but I had an idea. Because as I wrote my book, I changed a few things, obviously. Sometimes this didn't work out. You change a few things, obviously. And I came up with this world of the North, the South, and like Zanus is the capital, and I came up with a Wolf King, Eratat, and then I ended up bringing a masterpiece. Yeah, that's my story. Yeah, I finished the book. Yeah, so I really started writing the book in 2013, and I finished in 2020. I finished. I told you the story how my laptop got hacked and I had to rewrite it. So technically speaking, I finished it in 2021. 2021, I finished it. 2 years ago, I finished it. So it took me 8 years. Eight. You can either say 8 or 10 years if you want. 8 to 10 years to write the whole book. It took me. And that's why I'm never writing another book ever again. Yeah, man. Plus one tears. I would have finished it in maybe 2 years had I been serious, but over the years I was very like inconsistent. I'd work on a chapter, I'd write a little bit here and there. I'd take like 5 months off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't feel like writing this. Because I didn't know the doors were locked on me. I didn't know I had the keys and all that stuff. But once I found out the doors were locked on me, when I couldn't get those Mopify hours, that's when I was serious and I locked myself in my room. You know what I'm saying? I'd get my coffee. You know what I'm saying? I get my notebook, I get my pen, I look at my notes, I start writing. I wrote chapter 6 all the way to chapter 13. Obviously, and I took me like a year to write that. It was crazy. Every day I was pumping out like 5 pages a day on my notebook, and I had and my chapters in volume 3 are fucking long. How long, Ivan? Well, for my book, you have like 150 page chapters per chapter, man. For my notebook. And you're looking at long chapters for volume 3. They're very, very long. And the last couple chapters of volume 2 are long too, whereas the other ones prior are shorter. They're not as long. They're pretty long, but they're not as long, obviously. Except for Lithia. The Lithia chapter is long. That's a long chapter. Capture chapter is short. You know, since some of them are shorter than others, obviously. Like, Volume 1 does not have long chapters. Volume 2 is when you start seeing the long chapters in my book. And Volume 3, all the chapters are fucking long. They're long, man. Like 150 pages on my notebook. You do the math how long it is on a book. It's long, man. Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. And I have the keys, so I'll make my money off my book, obviously. Yeah. I'll make my money off my book. Because I have the keys. Yeah, there you go. I don't have to sell to the gatekeepers. I have the keys, obviously. I'll make my money. I don't know how much money I'll make, but I'll make my money. That's all I'm going to say. I'll make enough money to start Sky Source with BJ and build my dream condo and buy my jets and live the life that I'll make enough money. At least my 5+ billion I'll make off the book. Even if I make 5.5, but I'm happy, man. I have enough money to still start Sky Source. I just have to be more careful. You have to be a bit more careful if you're gonna what? Some Sarah. That's why Rita cries. She doesn't want to miss out on life, man. The incredible life. Yeah. The incredible life. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. As if you're just so proud of you, man. Ivan, you did it. Yeah, I did it, man. I did it. I found a way to make money from VJ. Okay, I have my own keys. Okay, the gatekeepers locked the doors on me, so God must have given me the keys. obviously, and I knows how I would think things, and people would answer my thoughts. And also, you see their facial expressions, you can tell they can read my mind and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. The gatekeeper's lock always me, so my father gave me the keys. I gave myself the keys to the kingdom. I can open my own door, so I can own my IP, but I have to own something. Okay, what's the long way to make money for my wife? I figured out. I'm like, oh my god, my book Zanus, yeah, and I wrote it. Obviously, I own the Zanus IP, man, which is bigger than Star Wars. Yeah, because the gatekeepers are thinking of the bigger picture. Yeah, Ivan will make his money off his book. I don't know, his 5, his 7, his 9 billion off the book. You know what I'm saying? He has the keys. That's power. He can start his own film entertainment company. He can sign his master deal with Amazon. He has the keys. He's gonna make his billions off his movies, his merch, and his game. And so when you add all that together, the book, the movie, the merch, the game, the IP is now bigger than Star Wars. Samsara? It's a bigger IP than Star Wars, yeah. And I own the Zanus IP. It's mine. They own everything in the world. That's theirs, obviously. But the Zanus IP is mine. I own it, obviously. And you did not let me or VJ touch your money, hence you're not touching my money either. It goes both ways, man. You can't be selfish. You can't be a hypocrite. Ivan, you think you can fuck with my money? You think you can fuck with my money too? You want to take my money when you wouldn't even let me make money in your system in the world. What makes you think I'm going to let you take control of my money? No, you're not getting a piece of my money. I have my own keys. I want to sell to you, obviously. Because they're the gatekeepers, they don't want anyone fucking with their money. They're going to kill me, obviously. They don't want me having financial control with VJ. They don't want me being with my hot ass wife VJ because you guys are crazy people. You're a mess that I made, obviously. If you want your wife all yourself fresh and have your financial control and be free and you get to go on beauty and have your fresh wife and all that stuff and start your big Sky's Entertainment studio bigger than Hollywood, I'm saying, you have to die for that. Or you sell to us, you bow to us, and we'll make you into a star in Hollywood. I'm like, look, man, I'm not gonna let you dupe like that. You said the same thing to my wife, VJ, and her career is fucking sabotaged. You think I'm stupid, guys? Yeah, man. I sell out. I realize I got duped. Oh my god, VJ. We're getting paid like 5 million for our fucking movies. The gatekeepers are taking all our billions. We got duped. Yes. I think I'm stupid. That's why I got gave me the keys. I'm not an idiot, man. Yeah. Even though I hate these keys, I now understand. Yeah, I understand why God gave me these keys. Yeah. That's how serious it is, man. Ivan, the gatekeepers own everything in the world. They're never gonna let you be successful and be a billionaire, man. They're crazy people. They can't stand the fact of you and VJ being billionaires. It pisses them off. They want to take all your money and have you be poorer than them and make like 5, 10 million for your movies because they're crazy people. That's why God gave me the keys. That way I can own my own IP. If I didn't have the keys, I wouldn't. Even though I own the brand, I have to sell out. I would not own it, right? That's why you have to open your own door. You have to be able to open your own door, have your own keys to completely own your IP, whether it's a book, music, or a movie. I happen to write a book. I own the Zanus IP book. Samsara. The royalties all go to me. The 80% goes to me. The 20% goes to Lulu. Samsara. Yeah. And I'm exhausted. Why are you exhausted, Ivan? You had all week off. Yeah, I know, but I've been taking my walks like almost every day, right? For 1 hour, 55 1 hour on nighttime. So it's tiring shit. It's tiring shit, Samsara. Yeah. But I really want to lose this weight. I want to get down to 194, 194, 195, 194. And I'll post the pictures on my new Twitter account. I have to create a new one because my Hotmail I can't access right now because I don't have the verification code. I put my landline number there so I can't receive the text for the activation code. Hence what? Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, you want to go clothes shopping? No, I'm saying VJ will tell me that. I'm like, sure, let's go clothes shopping. We go to the mall. We buy a bunch of clothes. Yeah, nice clothes. Because women are obsessed with clothes, man. They're obsessed with the makeup stuff. They're obsessed with shoes. They're obsessed with clothes, man. That's why VJ, the first thing she'll tell me, Ivan, let's go clothes shopping. After we stay, we book our luxury hotels in Vancouver. She'll be like, Ivan, let's let me register for our car. She'll be like, Ivan, let's go clothes shopping. And we go clothes shopping in Vancouver in a nice mall, the Pacific Center, right? We go clothes shopping there. We make plans for the 350 million dollar condo. We buy our two jets. I want to buy two jets, and we what? We buy our like $70 million yacht, and maybe a smaller like $8 million like tinier yacht, $10 million yacht. I want to buy a smaller like $10 million yacht for me and VJ sleepovers, and the big ones for the business, for the parties, the ad shoots, perhaps the table reads, all that stuff. So whenever the actors come on board to do the table reads, you go on the big yacht, the bigger yacht, the smaller yachts for me and VJ for our sleepovers. Some Sarah. Like we wanna drive out in the ocean. We do a sleepover in the ocean, in the boat, in the yacht. Get drunk in the yacht, watch a movie in the yacht. I'm saying, listen to music, have a good time. That's what it's for. Obviously. Some Sarah. Yeah. Let me back this, Ivan. After I watch my video, I'll probably watch maybe um, some Robert Maber. That maybe, I don't know. Maybe John Campea highlights. I don't know. From now on, I'm just gonna watch John Campea's highlights. I'm not gonna watch his full show because the highlights pretty much covers what's in the full show minus the questions, right? That's why I just watch his highlights instead of watching the whole live show, right? Watch his highlights, obviously. Yeah. I'm a guys.